I found this footage at Courthouse Square, Plaza, downtown Dayton on January 21st, 2017. This is an anti-Trump protest that we had at our Courthouse Square. He's standing in the same spots where Gerald Ford, Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton, they all stood there. John Kennedy and Abraham Lincoln spoke around the other side of the courthouse. But I found this footage and I thought I'd save it and upload it.
First ever anti-inauguration. And hopefully the only anti-inauguration ever. So we've got the president of the Miami Valley Progressive Caucus, Matthew Matthias Fenimore, who is going to be speaking about our caucus. And after that, we've got another speaker, Mary Sue Myers, who's going to be talking about getting money out of politics so we can have fair elections. And so she's going to move to amend. We're going to have someone talk about single payer health care. We're going to march. And we're going to have someone talk about civil rights. We're going to have the bishop, Mr. Cox. And also going to have some words read by Maria Barrett of the Miami Valley Progressive Caucus. So get ready. Here's Matthias Fenimore.
Like David said, I am Matthias Fenimore. I'm the president of the Miami Valley Progressive Caucus. We just started. We're a bunch of early friends that work on the primary, and we're trying to make progressive change happen here in the Miami Valley. So we're trying to get people to come sign up. We're going to all go out, organize, and become political leaders. Sorry. That sounds better, right? Let's do it that way. At any rate, we're trying to get people to sign up. We have a big barnstorm coming up on Saturday the 28th. We'd love you guys to come out. We'll tell you what we're doing, how we're going to get organized, be ready for 2018 and 2020. These are going to be really, really important elections that we've got to do. So we've got all sorts of information too. Thank you guys so much. Keep standing up for what's right. You're right.
Thank you very much. Next we've got Bishop Richard Cox, who's worked with civil rights his entire life. He's been active in the local community here in Dayton for many, many years, speaking truth to power. And he's going to lead us afterwards as we go on our march. We're going to go down 2nd Street, down to Wayne. All right. From the Wayne to 5th. And we're going to come up through the Oregon District. And follow us all back. And we're going to come back here. We'll finish the march, and until then, here is Bishop Cox.
Thank you very much. I represent justice, racial equality, and brotherhood. And I want to start out by saying, not my president, not my president, not my president, not my president, not my president.
Unpatriotic.
Not my president, not my president, not my president, not my president, not my president.
A little too late for that now.
Not my president, not my
But they have a right to say it.
Not my president. I thought that Halloween was in October.
But they want racial equality.
Today is Halloween all over America because the goblins and ghosts and hates of racial bigotry and race hatred have come out all over this country. But tonight we stand as the beloved community that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. talked about. And we are here to let Donald Trump know that we're not going to get better, we're going to get worse. America was built on protest. If you don't believe it, ask them in Montgomery. Ask them in Birmingham. Ask system in Selma. It was built on protest. And so we are reminded that Fannie Lou Hamer took a stand so that Rosa Parks could take a seat and that Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton could march and Martin Luther King Jr. could march and Barack Obama could get elected President of the United States of America. We're here to let Donald Trump know that black people all over America are standing tonight to give our nation a new definition of black power. Is black maturity, and black maturity is economic security, and economic security is political ingenuity, all of which must be predicated upon books, and ballots. Books to get educated, books to make some money, and ballots to go to the polls and vote, to never have the kind of bigot that we have in the White House ever again.
He's your president.
Making a statement not only here in Dayton, Ohio, but we've got to continue this. We've got to do acts of civil disobedience. We've got to disrupt cities. We've got to stand.
He's talking about racial equality, but he's talking about civil disobedience, disrupting cities.
That we don't get a bigot
he don't
and
need
a
a
person
bigot.
in the White House who disrespects minorities, who denigrates women, who wants to grab them by their vagina, who talks bad about Muslims, who hates immigrants. We don't want that kind of person representing us in America.
We need people like you that want to call civil disobedience, break laws.
Saying you got the right one, baby. We know how to march, and we know how to raise hell, and they are certainly raising hell in
I came here to see Pat Benatar. She set this place up.
Keep on pushing, keep on marching, keep on demonstrating, keep up the line. God bless you. All right, thank you, Bishop Cox. You guys couple of speakers left. Bill is going to be talking. Are you going to be reading? Bill's going to be talking about some issues with the ACA. And Bill Davis, if you don't know, he's worked for single payer, he's worked for progressive causes, he worked for the Burning campaign tirelessly, he worked for my campaign. Give him a big round of applause for all the work he does. He's talking about year-round. He knocked him on doors for good causes. He's a great person.
Thank you very much, David. I want to ask you to do a fairly simple thing. If you're not on Twitter, you need to get on Twitter. That are hit ideas. We can sway them, but we got to keep the pressure on.
To be on Fox 45 sometime in the next couple days. I stood up for Trump and everything that we as Americans need. It was a peaceful protest out here today. Very peaceful. They're all calm and quiet. The news is still going on over there. It's a great day in America because Donald Trump is president. So I was fortunate enough to get interviewed by Fox 45 News with my Trump stuff on at a Trump protest. To be on Fox 45 sometime in the next couple days. I stood up for Trump and everything that we as Americans need. It was a peaceful protest out here today. Very peaceful. They're all calm and quiet. The news is still going on over there. It's a great day in America because Donald Trump is president. By Soros, which also backed Hillary Clinton.
I hate Hillary Clinton. I hate George Soros. So we're probably in agreement on that one.
Yeah.
I would rather be safe than sorry. That's like regarding like what I saw on the news.
That's fair. I mean, I've been to a few protests. The first couple ones I went to was, I thought there was going to be like violence and cops were going to tase us and all this crazy. They're
like
pretty
your
tough.
hat.
They're
Yeah,
usually pretty
he's one of the cops over that too.
Yeah,
One of the cops yelled at the guy who got in front of his face and literally got like this, and was just like, he went, he got walking, and
That's unpatriotic right there.
and the cop was like, hey, you need to stop, and that's not something. And he just backed off, and then when Connor
yeah.
got
I don't
up
know if
there,
there's anything else.
he got all up in his face and was like, he's right, he's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. I can respect that.
And then we had cops escort us off.
Yeah.
You talking about the John Lewis that didn't come to the inauguration today that said that Trump was an illegitimate president? Yeah. You know, he also said that same thing about George H. Walker Bush. You know, he also didn't show up at his. He didn't show up at his either. But that's okay.
Personally, I think George Bush was a terrible man.
Because if you have a difference in opinion, you don't need to be silent.
Thanks for coming out.
Nice meeting you.
Hey, thanks for coming out.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Your hand. The guys that you worship, he's trying to kill women, taking away their.
What makes you think we worship him?
What? If you can make up excuses.
What excuse
for
we made
his
up?
Hitler-esque policies.
Do you know anything
then
that?
That's the same
Do you know
as
anything?
Yes. Banning a religion, banning an entire religion. That's a Hitler-esque.
No, he's banning
You
illegal
have a
immigrants.
great night trying to convince yourselves that you're not hateful people.
And you try to convince yourself that he's not your president because he is. That's how you handle it.
Yeah. You know what he did? He did the Hitler salute.
Nazism is illegal, so it's not like
Well, Trump has, as far as from the Nazi thing, it's just, that's lamestream media. It really is. They want it, the establishment's afraid of him, so they pay the media to tell people this and that about him, so he can't get in the office.
The thing is, like, I look past that, and he's still a scumbag. Like, I look past. I don't even follow like the network news. I can't even watch it. But when you look into his past, the guy's a scumbag. I'm sorry. I'll probably never convince you, but
Well, you really have the right to your own opinion. You really do. I think he did a lot of things good for the city of New York. I think he did a lot of things good for people in the background that we don't know about. The media will not announce it to us. What about the kid who couldn't get to the hospital because he needed to be flown? And they needed a medical plane that had all this stuff on him to fly. The lady called Trump. He spent $110,000 to send him over there. We don't know about that.
The thing is about Donald Trump, he's all about PR. Everything is a show. Like when he had that, what was that? I can't remember now, but like
The Apprentice.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's everything. It's all flash and no substance. It's all.
You have to be sort of a showman though to do this job.
But the thing is, there's nothing behind it. That's
Not
the
yet.
thing. Well, honestly, all I can say is, I'm not going to convince you, but 4 years from now, look at where we're at.
That's where the proof is going to be in the pudding for all of us. Yeah. He's already done more as a president before he even got to office as
See, that's
Obama
more
even did.
PR. The jobs thing. He saved some jobs in like Indiana and Michigan. He saved a handful of jobs. It's just something to put in front of the cameras and look
Not to the people that got the jobs. It ain't.
He didn't save as many jobs.
Exactly.
He didn't save as many jobs, but he saved more than Obama did.
Yeah.
In 8 years.
I will say, well, ever since Obama, I'm not trying to be like,
Just go for it.
yeah, but
Just say what you say.
I noticed like when Obama became president, there was a lot more terrorist attacks happening, but not as big as 9/11. And I hope that stops.
Yeah.
But
The thing is I don't know. I don't have the statistics in front of me, so I'm not. See, that's the thing. I hate going into statistics.
Yeah, you have to do
find
research.
any
Yeah.
statistics you want, say what you want. Like if we were shit posting on the internet, we could get out our graphs and our this statistic says this and that, but it's shit post.
What do you think about Obama? What do you think about him commuting Chelsea Manning's sentence? He was
Right.
convicted of treason.
Right. The thing is, I mean, speaking as somebody who served, like the way she acted was really irresponsible. But at the same time, I respect whistleblowers. So yeah, that's horrible that there was like people could have been in danger or whatever. But the fact that she did that, just like with Edward Snowden, just like with Julian Assange, like I respect what they do, and we need to know about those things. We need to know about those things. So yeah, they might act irresponsibly. They might kind of recklessly, but just the just being a whistleblower is just so important to me.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
What's going on, Dave? So what's going on, Dave? Yeah.
Living the dream. So you guys are Trump fans. Like, I knocked on every single Trump door I could. And I had a lot of people who were like, I like you, man. Because I didn't take any money from the Democratic Party. I ran my campaign with Bernie. Funded only by individuals. But a lot of these Trump people still voted for the corporate Republicans, man. They're like in like state level offices.
I'm good. How are you?
So what we're trying to do is like similar. You know, there's some crossover issues. And we need to get money out of politics, like down at the lower level, like so regular people can run for state offices. We don't have to raise like $250,000 or $1 million. Yeah, it's insane, man.
Yeah, pay to play.
I got outspent 100 to 1 and still got 40% of the vote.
No, there's one here.
Political
brilliant. Okay.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. If I could drag myself out of bed.
What a weirdo candidate I am.
You guys are all going to be at our next meeting, right?
Hey, here's our
You three said you were coming.
Here's some info.
At our next meeting, February 1st. These guys are going to come out and they're going to learn about progressive politics.
Yeah.
I voted just now.
February 1st. Go to our Facebook page, you'll find our address. Come and join us. And you're going to come too, right?
Where's it at?
721 Springfield Street.
You gave me that. You gave me
I
that.
did.
I got it in my pocket. Yep.
Yeah, I got one of mine.
Yeah.
I will.
It's on our Facebook page. It's on our website. Come and join us. We want to talk to everybody.
Do you run that Facebook page?
I am one of the people who run it. It's actually Audra is our social media manager.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's how I found out about this through your Facebook page.
Yep.
I just wanted to be sure that everything was peaceful and nice, and it was.
Yes.
For the most part, I got a couple flip offs. My shirt is antagonizing to people that are against Trump.
Well, I live in Troy. I was standing in front of the courthouse today, so I got a few.
That's not what we're about.
A lot of people were supportive. Actually, I was surprised. I like that. But
Well, he really is coming in as a president with the lowest approval rating ever,
Yeah.
at around 40%.
I live here in that part of the
So there's a lot of more people are against Trump than they are for him at this point.
What do you do?
So he's going to have to show. He's going to have to walk the walk.
I
Okay.
respect your confidence. I'll give you that. That's
His inaugural speech was amazing, man. If he could just follow that. If he could just follow that.
I watched one of his stump speeches, and like the economic populism, no bad trade deals, trying to swamp. It sounded good, so I can see why otherwise decent people bought the message. I understand why you could be led to think that Donald Trump is that guy, but me,
I liked him during the primaries where he put these politicians in their place,
Yeah.
where he put Jeb Bush in his place, where he put Ryan Ted in. I like the way he did that.
Yeah.
Because we need somebody with some balls up there.
Yeah, and the thing is that's shooting fish in a barrel. Because none of those guys know how to talk shit.
Apparently.
I saw, David Sparks, guy who's just over here. He wrote an article about how Jeb Bush or any of the other Republican, primary candidates, they could have shut down Trump by just being insulting, just telling him to go fuck himself. That would have just taken the wind right out of the sails.
They might have. They should have fought him back a little bit, but they didn't.
And I mean, I remember Rubio, Trump was
We'll see you on February
called
1st.
Mark Rubio Little Rubio or something.
Yeah, little man.
And then Rubio turns around and he's calls him Big Don, oh
Yeah.
my God, he's a Harvard lawyer. He does not know how to run his
gave
mouth.
him the name.
Oh my God.
What do you think? If Trump now that he's president, what do you think about him going back on his promise that he would hire a special prosecutor to put Hillary Clinton in jail?
Well, he's already said that he's not going to. He's not going to lock her up.
He said he said he's not worried about it right now.
See, he will not put Hillary Clinton in jail. I mean, frankly, it would be nice to see Hillary Clinton behind bars, but he's not going to do it. He doesn't care.
He's not going to do it. But Jeff Sessions will.